The coin shown in your image is a 1976 United Kingdom 1 penny 1p coin, part of the early decimal coinage of Britain. On the obverse, front side of the coin, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, designed by the sculptor Arnold Machine. This particular portrait was introduced in 1968 and continued to appear on UK coins until 1984. The Queen is wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece of jewelry that was originally a wedding gift from Queen Mary. In 1893, around the portrait runs the inscription Elizabeth II de Greg Ftetarbesect, which expands from Latin to Elizabeth de Gratia Regina Fide Defensor. This translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The year of mintage, 1976, is also shown on this side of the coin. The reverse of the 1976 one-penny coin, which is not pictured here but is standard for this series, features the crown portcullis with chains, a design by Christopher Ironside. The portcullis is a historic symbol associated with the Palace of Westminster, and is still used as an emblem of the UK Parliament today. Above the portcullis is the inscription New Penny, a term used on decimal coinage issued between 1971 and 1981, to avoid confusion with the older, pre-decimal penny. Beneath the portcullis, the value 1 is displayed to denote the denomination. From 1982 onwards, the inscription was changed from new penny to 1 penny. The coin was struck in bronze, with a metal composition of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It weighs 356 grams, has a diameter of 20.32 millimeters, and a thickness of 152 meter, with a plain edge, no reading or lettering. These dimensions made it small and practical for everyday use, especially compared to the much larger and heavier pre-decimal pennies used before 1971. In terms of historical background, this coin comes from the early years of the UK's decimalisation system, which was officially introduced on 15 February 1971. Before decimalisation, British currency was based on an old system of pounds, shillings and pence, with 240 pence making up a pound. The new decimal system simplified this by making 100 pence equal to 1 pound, aligning the UK with most of the modern world's monetary systems. The 1976 penny therefore represents the transition period when people were still getting used to the new coins. The mintage of the 1976 penny was quite high, with millions produced by the Royal Mint for circulation. As such, most of these coins are still considered common and do not have significant numismatic value in circulated condition. In worn or average circulated grades, their value is usually only equal to or slightly above face value. However, examples in uncirculated condition, particularly those preserved in Royal Mint sets or special proof versions, can be more desirable to collectors and fetch a modest premium. From a collector's standpoint, coins like this are important because they reflect a significant historical change in British currency and mark the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning British monarch. Collectors often gather these coins as part of complete decimal penny date runs or as part of a broader Elizabeth II coinage collection. While not rare, the 1976 penny remains a tangible piece of British history. In conclusion, the 1976 United Kingdom 1 penny coin is a bronze decimal coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse with her Latin titles, and the crown portcullis on the reverse symbolizing Parliament. It is part of the early decimalisation issues of the UK, and although not rare, it is historically important as a representative of Britain's currency reform of the 1970s. For collectors, it carries interest as part of a wider set of decimal coins and as an example of the elegant Arnold Machine portrait of the Queen that became a familiar sight across UK coinage for nearly 2 decades. Would you also like me to create a ready-made YouTube description and hashtags for this 1976 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin to match the style of your old gold coins channel?